What does it say? Invasive from.
Oh, there we go. Awesome.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Wonderful. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone, welcome to Real Estate Investor Shadow Experience. This is a debriefing where we'll speak with clients who have recently finished the experience. Here we get to learn about the shadow experience from the client's perspective. Sammy actually just finished the experience yesterday. So who better to share than someone who has literally just finished the experience? How are you, Sammy?
I'm doing awesome. I'm blessed.
You feeling great after the experience?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Oh,
I am. I really
that
am.
is amazing. Awesome. Talk about your job currently now in your education.
Okay. Well, I did finish college, and I currently now work, and as I have been for the past over 20 years, with with the railroad. I work for a Union Pacific Railroad as a conductor, and it pays the bills. But I've always wanted to be my own boss, and I want to get off into real estate because I feel like that's a good way for me to leave a legacy for my children and my grandchildren.
Absolutely. And talk about your background experience in real estate investing.
I actually in college I actually took a real estate course, and that was years ago, and like I said, I dropped out. But for the last year, about almost a year, I've been looking online, trying to educate myself into how to wholesale, basically, and that was how I wanted to get into the real estate business.
So you
But I've
always
been,
kind of
mhm,
you always kind of
I've
had a
been,
little bit of interest in real estate investing.
yeah, but more so here recently. I say recently within the last couple of years, and that last year was where I really went just online and tried to get more educated as to how to get into real estate. Hmm.
Can you share with us some of your goals in real estate investing?
I would like to own several properties of my own that for long term, and to, like I said, leave a legacy for my kids. And actually, I want at least 7 houses that are bringing me income every month.
Those
Income
are
flow. Yeah.
absolutely, those are true real estate investing goals. I just
Hmm.
want to explain a little bit about the actual shadow experience. And the shadow experience is a 2-day hands-on training for new real estate investors. The first day is a 6 to 8 hour ride along where participants shadow a full day. It can include repair estimates, walkthroughs, seller appointments, door knocking, rehabs, marketing campaigns, whatever's on our schedule. And you'll be privy to everything on the schedule with access to all of our resources and contacts. And then day 2 is a 5-hour classroom training where you will complete a deal from beginning to end by learning and preparing contracts, researching properties, preliminary lien search, and access to our favorite online resources. That's what this shadow experience incorporates. I'm going to briefly introduce myself so the people know who is talking to them. I'm Ramona J. Smith, the 2018 World Champion of Public Speaking, and I usually work with Jackson Innovates as the talent. However, I'm a notary now, and so I work with them as the notary. Now, could you walk us through the first part of your day? Tell us how was the property walkthrough and the repair estimate, and can you tell us some things that you learned and what were your key takeaways from the first day, the first part
Okay.
of your day?
Yes. When we got there, we walked inside. Me and Britt walked inside, and we walked through the property. And he was discussing with me the best way to walk through it, which is to go, basically one room at a time, and have a route that you would go. And I kind of set it in my head to just go, stay to the right to go, and look at each room individually. And as you assess the repairs, to make a notation on a sheet of paper, which is already filled out, to what's going to need to be repaired, and how much, you're gonna need to repair it. That way you don't just walk through the property, even though you're.
Sammy, you got muted for a moment. You got muted for just a moment. Let's unmute your microphone. There
Okay.
we go. You talked about how you wanted to walk through the proper way.
Yeah. Walk through the prop walk through the property just and take notes as you walk through to look to see what and make notes to how much it's going to cost. That way, when you get through, you can look to see how much it's going to cost, and you won't just be relying on pictures and videos. And
So can you tell
yeah, we did that for the inside and as well as on the outside. It's that sheet to have that, make that, to take those notes while you're doing what you're doing, while you're walking and looking and assessing, to make sure that you have it wrote down so that you would know.
so definitely take a notebook, definitely take a journal, be
Hmm.
ready to observe and
Yes,
record.
and have it pre-filled out like the kitchen. What are you going to need in the kitchen? You're going to need cabinets in the kitchen. If there's nothing that needs to be done with that, you have that form that's already. But everything that's going to be needs to be taken care of, repaired. Take those notes down on that sheet. Hmm.
Hmm. And so was one of your key takeaways kind of be ready in advance?
That is correct.
Hmm.
Be ready in advance and expect the unexpected. And you, because the way, well, I'm getting ahead of myself now. With while we were talking with the neighbor, we even knocked on the next door neighbor's door. Yeah, and I found that to be good because you never know where, and that came up with a potential buyer. Be always ready to expect the unexpected, and anytime you can get a lead anywhere, and don't be afraid to talk to people.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and reintroduce the 2-day experience for the viewers who just joined. The experience is a 2-day hands-on training for new real estate investors. The first day is going to be a 6 to 8 hour ride along where participants shadow for a full day. It can be anything from repair estimate walkthrough, seller appointments, door knocking, rehabs, marketing campaigns, whatever's on our schedule for that day. You'll become privy to everything on the schedule with access to all of our resources and contacts. That second day, day 2, is a 5-hour classroom training where you'll complete a deal from beginning to end and all the steps in between. You will learn how to prepare contracts. You will research properties and preliminary lien searches and have access to our favorite online resources. So that is what the 2-day experience includes. And you were telling us how go in prepared, go in ready. And if you are unfamiliar with this process, the team at Jackson Innovates will walk you through and they'll go
Yes,
step by
indeed.
step. So
Yes, indeed.
tell us a little bit about the impromptu door knocking and watching the Jacksons speak to those neighbors. You said it taught you how to expect the unexpected and always be prepared to have that kind of ready to go attitude. Talk
Hmm.
about that.
Hmm. Yes. While we were there looking at the house, the neighbor, we went knocked on the neighbor's door, and he also was talking about a potential buyer, which may have been his mother. That she may have wanted. That's a good way to build your buyers list. You, as you come up on these deals, don't be afraid to talk to people. To like you said, we talk to them by knocking on his door and his mother or him would be up as a potential buyer. You never would know that if you didn't knock on the door. You know,
Mhm.
that opens more room up. If they don't want to buy that one, maybe something in that same neighborhood in the future. As a potential buyer.
And tell us about the seller appointment. What was your role and what did you see with Britt? What did you hear from Ashley? Let's talk about that seller appointment.
And on the seller appointment, my role when I came in, I had my bag. They give you a real nice bag with some stuff in it like lights and tape measures and others pen and paper and stuff so that you could be prepared. So when you do go in, you look professional. And while you're going with them into the house, you just don't want to just look like you're just somebody just standing around. You're there as a team with them. And it's to watch them again, go in and watch. I shadowed as we went and we walked around the house looking at making assessment on what the repairs inside and out may be needed. Then when we came back in, I sat and I watched as Ashley talked to the seller, go through the contract, and she maintained composure throughout everything, never losing composure of whatever questions may come up. She maintained her composure. I watched that, which is important, and get those papers signed. And the main thing, one thing I can say that to build rapport while you're there, every moment with the seller, whatever they may be going through, whatever they, if there's something there that you know that they like, compliment them on that. I watched that, and it was amazing to sit there and watch them do that, build that rapport to get that paperwork signed.
And that's pretty much what you heard from Ashley and what you saw Britt doing. And what do you think made that appointment a success?
Them working as a team and being prepared, and like what I was saying earlier, going in there and being prepared and maintaining that composure, building that rapport with the seller, all of that combined got the deal.
That's awesome. That's
And
amazing.
to watch them do that's you can't put a price on that. I'm so glad I was able to sit and be a part of that, to go watch that. I would encourage anybody that's even thinking about doing it, to go with them, sign up and go do it. That would be, you can't go wrong doing it.
You talked about the rapport and how that made the appointment successful. Could you go a little bit more in
Okay.
depth and give us like an example, maybe of
Yeah.
Ashley negotiating?
Yeah. Yeah. They had a big dog there, a huge dog. I was scared, halfway scared of the dog. I didn't want to show that, but I watched them work that even with the guy. They had some fishing material there also. Britt talked about fishing with the guy. You see fishing poles, you build that rapport. It's obvious that the guy likes to fish. Britt talked about fishing with him. Ashley talked about the dog with him. I don't know if she likes dogs or not, but she sat there and talked to the dog. It's important to the seller because they got this big dog walking around. So you build rapport. It's something that they like. You compliment them on that. You talk about that. It might seem small, but you're building rapport at the same time.
And that is very important. And you said that was important to the success of that
To
appointment.
close that deal. Yes, it is.
Let's
Yes, it is.
transition over to day two. Day two included
Mhm.
the training. What was taught in the class and what did you do?
Okay. Yeah, she taught me how to fill out the contract. We went over what we had saw the day before, the, that Thursday, and we went over what the repairs that were going to be needed, and then we walked through the contract of how to go look up the seller and the buyer. I mean the seller and the different places to look up information that was going to be specific to the paperwork that needs to be filled out. And she taught me that.
That's awesome. Can you think of any other things that you learned? And I know yesterday just happened, and today is a
Yeah,
new day. And
yeah.
just give us a little bit more about the training and what actually was happening in the classroom.
Okay. Yeah, she took me through how, like I said, how to different places to look for different things where like I said, I've been doing this, trying to do this for a whole year, and there were some places I didn't even think to look. After yesterday, I know now. And she walked me through that and then had me to help fill out the contract online, which is very important. And it shows me the contracts and the paperwork. She laid out everything. And that is important, to not just to teach you, but to walk you through it and have you answering questions and have you actually doing the paperwork and looking up. That's very important. And
So it
and
was
it taught me hands-on experience.
hands-on
Yes.
with deal analysis and exit strategies.
Yes.
And
Oh, yes. And not only did we go over the wholesale stuff, she knows I'm trying to do the sub-two deal. I've come up upon some properties, and one in particular I can't close. I couldn't close as a wholesale. I'm going back to that the same guy, since I know how to do the sub-2 deals now, and I'm going to get that deal closed
So it
because I
sounds.
know how to do it. Yeah.
Mhm. It sounds like it was you actually putting the pen to the paper. It wasn't just you sitting there kind of just being there. You were
No.
a part of the actual
Yes.
experience.
Yes, indeed. And that's what she did. She had me go through. You listen. I listen a lot. But when it come time to do the paperwork, she actually makes sure that she actually throw me off guard by having me. I'm just sitting there listening, had me going and looking up stuff where she showed me where to go look it up at. Now I had to go back and look it up and then to tell what goes on what line and whatnot. That was important to me. And it also teaches you not just, you're just watching somebody else do it. You're actually learning how to do it, so that when it's time for you to do it yourself, you know what to do.
And so that's one of the ways that the experience changed or improved your real estate investing. Were there any other ways that it helped you improve your REI moving forward?
Yes, like I said, that building rapport, learning that, just a lot of the stuff I thought I knew already, but to actually see them do it, that was game changer for me. That was
So
game changer.
so you ready to go tomorrow after this experience? Close a deal with the info, resources, with the contracts. You ready for that?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And how will that impact your life overall?
It's gonna help me to reach my goal. As I said, I want to get at least 7 houses where I have a constant flow of income coming in every month. Right now, all I want is 7. And the wholesale deal are wholesale deals, but I want 7 properties that are income for me every month.
You have a clear, concise goal, and going through this
Of 7.
experience has had of 7, the magic number 7,
Yes,
lucky number
that's it.
7, and
That's
this
it.
experience has definitely given you that boost of confidence and knowledge and skills to be able to go ahead and start even tomorrow and
Yes,
reaching
indeed.
that goal of
Tonight,
7 tonight.
tonight. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got out of church, and I'm going to when I get through, go home and eat and whatnot. That's what I'm going to go do.
Work on those REI goals. Well, what
Yes,
can you
indeed.
say about Ashley and Britt?
They are very wonderful people. They are, and I told them this. They are a very beautiful couple. They complement each other. What Britt's doing the hands-on, the talking, and I mean looking and writing stuff down, and Ashley's handling their paperwork, talking to the sellers, and they complement each other as far as their attitudes. Britt, Ashley can talk. Britt talks too. He's I connect with both of them, but Britt's like a man's man guy, and I can connect with him. And Ashley's with her teacher background, she does it so well. They complement each other.
Well, would you
And
recommend the experience?
I was just gonna say, I recommend this for anybody that's looking to do anything in real estate because they're both so knowledgeable. I would highly recommend it
To anyone at any level, whether you've
at
closed 7
any
deals.
level. That's right. That's right. Because like I said, I've been learning this stuff for over a year. I've even tried to do it on my own, but now I feel very equipped, and I'm going to take action
Because of the shadow experience.
because of this, because of listening and following them. I'm equipped to go and take action.
Would you say it was a life-changing experience?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I encourage anybody else that's even thinking about it to go do it.
To learn real estate from beginning to end, to learn how to close a deal, to learn how to build that rapport, to learn those negotiating skills and all of the other experiences. And as you mentioned, things that you may have thought you knew,
That's
but
right.
you were able to learn something new through
That's
this
right.
shadow experience.
That's right.
40 million Americans lost their jobs during COVID-19. With those 40 million people losing their jobs, about 4.2 million people had to apply for mortgage forbearance because they couldn't pay their mortgages because of
Mortgage. That's true.
COVID-19.
That's true.
So
Now, it's going to be a lot of work out there for some people.
absolutely, within the next 3 to 6 months,
Yes,
doing
indeed.
this shadow experience, those people are going to need to buy and sell their homes quickly. This
Hmm.
experience will give you the necessary skills and knowledge to be able to do that.
Help.
It's a
That's right.
large audience. It's a large market that is waiting and willing and ready. They need people who understand what real estate investing and all is all about, and this experience will give them just that, so that you can
That's
build
true.
that legacy for your children, so that
So
you
true.
can achieve your real estate investing goals, so that you can level up as a
Hmm.
business owner.
So true. So true.
If you are watching this, do not wait. If you are serious about changing your life and about scaling up and about even helping other people to get to buy or sell their home quickly, to be knowledgeable, to understand what real estate investing is all about, this shadow experience is for you. Don't wait. Don't wait. Sign up as soon as you can. As you heard from Sammy, he's ready to start tonight. He's
It's
ready to
true.
start this evening, and he
I'm
just
going.
finished the
I'm going
experience
to.
yesterday.
Yes, I'm going to
He's
tonight.
going
Yeah.
to. Well,
Uh-huh.
thank you so much, Sammy. Thank you for your testimonial. We appreciate it. If you have any questions, concerns, if you want to sign up today, contact Ashley and Britt at info@jacksoninnovates.com. That's info@jacksoninnovates.com, or give them a call. The number is 281-962-8359. Once again, the email is info@jacksoninnovates.com. The phone number is 281-962-8359. The Real Estate Investor Shadow Experience. You will not be let down. You heard it straight from Sammy. He's ready, he's on
Yes.
fire, and he already had a year of experience. But whether you have
Hmm.
1 day of experience or 20 years of experience, you can always learn something new.
That's true. So true.
We
Hmm.
appreciate you so much, Sammy.
I
Thank you for
thank you.
joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you to all the viewers who joined us. And we will see you at our next debriefing.